This week's episode is brought to you by Intact Insurance, the home and auto insurance brand Canadians trust most. Hello and welcome to the Jann Arden podcast. I'm here with Caitlin Green and Sarah Burke. And you know what? It's officially It's officially Fummer. That's what I was going to say. It's officially Fummer, which is fun and summer joined together, and it's a Fummer, ladies and gentlemen.
I love that, actually.
Fummer?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's the best Fummer ever.
Name of episode.
Summer lovin' had me a blast. We're just picking up where we left off. Hello, I'm Jann Arden. It's time to stop what you're doing. Sit down, get your cup of tea, get your beer, get your watermelon pop, get your bag of sunflower seeds, spits. Summer for me,
spits.
It's spit seasons, guys. It's spit season. I can't wait.
It's spit season and you're living in your excavation era, as we learned last week, because you're getting ready to go excavating.
Well, you know, probably as you guys are listening to this, I am walking the hills of Edinburgh and Scotland. I'm probably out there right now as you're hearing my voice with my metal detector, and I'm trying to figure out how to use it because there's all kinds of different beeps you got to be tuned to. Some of it's metal, some of it's jewelry. Like there's all kinds of things.
That's
I got
your iPhone dying, Jan.
Either that or I don't know, my last egg dropping. Listen, what are you guys doing? Summer is here.
Summer's
here. What's happening? What are some of the things that start shifting in your world? I know for me, just got my patio set up.
Ooh.
I got new furniture. It was a really good deal, so I bought it. It is so effing heavy. I had 4 grown men yesterday carrying the couch part of it onto my deck. It is so heavy. I'm going to have it forever. It's going to be, if there's a nuclear war, this couch will still be here with diapers hanging on fence posts.
That's like our dining table that's out on our balcony. And we had to disassemble our sliding doors to get it out there when we moved in. And so whoever buys our place is just getting a table because there's no bringing it back inside. It's so heavy, and it will be there. It will be the last thing standing along with your couch, Jan.
Yeah.
But Will has a water table. So we hooked him up with a water table so he gets to stand out there, and it's these.
I don't know what that is.
A water table is like a sensory play thing for little kids now, and this one is 2 tiers. So there's like a upper level and all the water trickles out of it like raindrops, and then below it collects, and there's like little boats that go around it and things you can play. You can put sand in it too, and just it's fun. Little kids love water, and so he can stand out there with his little chubby croissant feet and just play around in the water. And it's
darn it, croissant feet. Is that because of the wrinkles?
They're all wrinkly and they're so chubby, and they just look like croissants to me. I can't handle it.
They're going to get eaten.
They get eaten all the time. I eat them every day. So then, so he has his water table. That's a real sign of summer for me. I also, because you sang Summer Lovin', I want to hearken to a real life Summer Lovin' situation, and I won't out anyone by naming names because I don't want to embarrass them. But there were 2 chum listeners that engaged with me on Instagram, let's say, and I stayed in touch with them. And we just stayed friends. I had them on the air on the show because they're each very like respectable, intelligent, funny, engaging people who had stories to tell around things we were discussing on the show, whether that was dating, whether that was Taylor Swift, whether that was dining out, whether it was travel, whatever it was. There was a reason to have them on the show. So we stayed in touch, and I just kept seeing them both posting about their dating life and like things I just started gleaning from DMing. And I just kind of got this overwhelming feeling like, I think they'd make kind of a cute couple. Like, I was like, I don't know. I just feel like there's something about these 2 people that I'm like, I kind of am into them for each other.
Did you hook them up?
I did. I made a love match with 2 random chum listeners. I mean, I don't know if it's actually a love match, but I will say that they have now been talking and have a date in real life and like have hit it off.
That's pretty great.
That's cool.
It isn't that so cool. And they're just both like, they both usually, you know, it's the story of right now where you meet everyone on a dating app. So to have them know me from the radio and then stay in touch on Instagram and then be introduced to each other because I was like, guys, I feel like you kind of might get along, even if it was just as friends.
That's cute.
So anyways, I'm going to update you, but that's summer lovin'.
Speaking of summer loving, it is golf season. So I'm back out there.
I haven't gone yet, but I've seen there's a golf course close to my house, and I've seen people out there golfing. Are you talking about
golfing?
You're talking about the 8-hour date golf dates, right?
Yeah, it's so funny because I think I told you guys this or a little bit about this at dinner. But so my accountant, I was dropping off some women in media merch to her because I drove her nuts during tax season. It was just a little thank you. And she's like, "Oh, I'm actually not at home. Like, come to this house." And I had been gardening all day. I was disgusting. I guess there's a theme with me being the stinky kid. And I was in no situation where I should meet a man. Okay. We'll just premise it with that. So I met her husband, the brother, the in-laws. I met the entire family that day. And her 2 daughters were like, "Do you have a boyfriend? Why don't you have a boyfriend? Do you have kids?" It was like all of the 21 questions. And the husband's brother was laughing. He's like, "Oh, I get this all the time," right? So then the mom and the dad are looking at each other like they want to hook us up, right?
Oh.
So that night, like my accountant did ask me, like, "Can I send him your phone number?" And I was like, "Well, tell me a little bit about this guy first, at least." Like, like I saw he had a leg full of tattoos, or I think it was an arm. I can't even remember. But I was like, that seems like my kind of guy. And
you're like, is he into cool smells?
and like later that night, I got a message that said, "Guess you didn't plan on meeting the family before the first date, but."
So have y'all gone out?
We are talking about going golfing. And because there was like a pre-audition in this sense, I'm not as nervous as I normally would be.
Yeah, I like that. I think that is lost in like setup culture. Doesn't seem to be as prevalent now because of dating apps. And I just think people are increasingly antisocial. Yeah. And it just felt heartwarming and whimsical to set people up. And I think it's a nice feeling and it's the best way.
I would rather it too.
I think so too.
Person.
Like, yeah. So you like that a bit.
I don't want a dating app. I want it to be vetted from someone I know or meet. Like when you've already like seen them operating in an environment and you're like, yeah, okay, I see how you are.
I would be mortified if someone set me up. Just
you wouldn't know though.
No. I'd be like, don't ever fucking do that to me again. Don't invite people that I don't know. No, I would be, I know I sound really cynical and awful, but I do not want to go to a dinner at somebody's house. And my friends know this about me. Okay, come for dinner tonight, but we're going to have, I think you've met her before, but you've not met her husband. Like, is that okay? People always check to see my comfort level because I'm not good with that stuff.
So I'm like
always
no
warned. Like, I don't go to parties where I don't know people.
Yeah.
I just don't. And I think everyone's different, but that's just what I can manage.
At this stage in life, like I feel like my comfort level with that is like very open. Whereas I think
that's great.
I feel like I might feel differently in another situation.
Yeah. So. Okay. Interesting.
Anyway.
I'll keep you in mind, Sarah, because apparently I'm kind of good at this.
I'll keep you in mind too. I mean, I don't know if I've ever been a matchmaker. I don't know if I've ever done that. I don't think I have, not consciously.
I've tried and failed.
My friends, I've done friend matchmaking. Okay. I have introduced friends to friends that has been so great. I have so many times my friends will say, "Oh my God, I met those guys through you. And now we go to freaking, blah, blah, blah 3 times a year." It's just like, oh my God, I didn't know you guys were in touch. It's great. So friend stuff I'm good at.
Okay, let's pivot. I want to hear, like, you guys both have summer vacations booked. Let's hear it.
Well, it's not so much a summer vacation. I am going the Edinburgh thing. I'm probably there right now as I'm talking to you.
Yes.
And other than that, I am home all summer. I've got a few summer festivals. I'm going to see Sarah McLachlan at, is it the Budweiser stage in Toronto?
Yes.
Wait, when are you going to see Sarah McLachlan in Toronto? When is that?
I'm flying in on the 18th.
By the way, congrats to her. She just got she was announced as an inductee into the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
Blue Rodeo, and I forget who else there was. But I'm flying to Toronto on the 18th. This concert's the 19th.
18th of what?
June. This month.
Stop it.
And then I'm sure there might be a few tickets, but I think it's at that Budweiser Bowl. Whatever. What is that called?
Budweiser
It
Stage.
used to be the Molson Amphitheater. Now it's Budweiser Stage.
Okay.
I love it
that.
because I can ride my bike there and not deal with any Toronto traffic.
I love it because that's where I originally saw her perform for Lilith Fair. I had lawn tickets at the Molson Amphitheater to see Lilith Fair, and I loved it.
Wow.
It was so great.
Well,
it's
her reboot of it's the 30th anniversary of Fumbling Towards Ecstasy.
Yeah.
No, it is not 30.
30th
That album is
anniversary.
not 30 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Wednesday, June 19th that she is at Budweiser Stage.
Yeah,
Caitlin, maybe we
going.
need to go on the lawns that day. Maybe we need to buy some lawn tickets.
My hips can't handle lawn seats anymore.
I'll bring you a blankie.
No,
It'll
I
be
need a chair.
fine.
I need at the very least.
Can't you get the short
furniture.
chairs? Can't you get the short
No.
folk
I'll
festival
slide
chairs?
a bit. Someone will get too close to me. I don't know. I'm a chair person. There, I
Anyways,
said it.
I'm going. I've got seats. Actually, I hit Sarah up for tickets. I didn't even buy
A little
them.
favor.
I had Chris. I'm like, can you phone Sarah's office? Can you get hold of somebody? I need tickets to go. I just can't be arsed to. But you know what?
Yeah.
I'll pay her back in a different way. I'll do social media and I'll cheer really loud and I'll do all that.
What is your favorite, like, okay, not just one of the big hits, but do you have like a sleeper favorite Sarah McLachlan song?
Oh my God, I love so many of her songs.
I know, it's hard to pick.
I just love them all.
Sweet Surrender hits
my
for me.
God.
Sweet
Right?
Surrender. Sweet Surrender is amazing.
The production value on that alone, it sounded so cool at the time.
And I will be the one to
Yes.
hold you down, kiss you so hard,
I
I'll
know.
take your breath away.
This is
What the F?
it's a horny song. I love that album so much.
And after I.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, whatever. She's a hack.
That's Sarah McLachlan singing about ice cream. That was another song that I remember liking. Ice cream.
Everyone's
Oh,
going.
yeah.
She's doing a thing where I think they have jumbotrons and like there's a film aspect to it and cameras. So I think during ice cream, she on the Instagram thing she was going, if you're singing along to ice cream, you might end up on the jumbotron or something. So,
Ooh.
make sure you're singing along. But everyone sings at the top of their lungs.
Of
They
course,
should should do the same thing with Sweet Surrender. And at that line, they should just do kiss cams of everyone holding someone down and kissing them.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love
Anyway,
that.
good for her. And she looks so
Oh my God.
good.
Icon in fitness,
listen,
icon in music.
She just looks so good. She looks after herself. She looks really happy.
When she was on
And
this was in the very
Jimmy
early
Kimmel.
days of the podcast. No, when she was on with us.
Yes.
When she was on
we
with
should
us.
have her on.
Let's have her back immediately. I need her current skincare and beauty regime. But also,
I think
She-
it's called water and
It is.
exercise.
it is. She was like living her best life. She was like, "Oh, I've just come in from like a mountain spring." And we were like, "What?" And she legitimately goes swimming in like a mountain spring near
In
her
BC,
house.
yeah.
in BC.
Yeah.
I imagine her like hanging out with like water nymphs and fairies. I think she knows secrets of the woods. And
I think she's a fucking mermaid, is what she is.
she's so cool. I love Sarah McLachlan. Okay, let's have her back.
Well, why don't you marry her? We're
wish
not
I
giving her anyway.
So what else, Summer? Caitlin, you said you have some trips planned. What else?
I do have trips planned. I've got trips. I've got concerts. I'm going to see a comedian named Chris Fleming at the Royal. He's one of my faves. Who else am I going to see? Oh, I'm going to see Kurt Weill, probably one of my very favorite singers of all time, Kurt Weill. So I'm also going to go see him. I'm trying to think of what other concerts I have.
I want to go to that second Neil. There's going to be a second Neil Young show because I missed the first one at
in
Budweiser
London?
Stage. At
Oh no,
Budweiser
at
Stage.
Budweiser Stage. Oh, okay. Oh,
When's
again.
that?
July, I think.
How did I miss that one too? I missed him and Sarah McLachlan. What a lousy Canadian I am. Okay, I'm putting these both down in my little notebook. So yeah, okay. So I have that. I go out east every summer to see. I have family in Prince Edward Island, and Kyle is from Halifax, so we go out east. We're bringing Will. We'll do Halifax. We'll do PEI. We will definitely have Cow's ice cream. I have ice cream on the brain.
Clams.
And yeah, go clam digging, pick some strawberries, go to the beach.
That's almost like mudlarking.
It really is when you think about it. Sometimes
Like
a clam
clam
spits
digging?
at you to be like, Get away
Yeah,
from me.
because you know what? It's begging you to stay alive.
You're right, Jann. I'm sorry. I'm not saying I eat them, but I will dig them up. And like, when I was a kid, I'd muck about with them. I wasn't eating clams as a child.
You throw them back in?
I don't know what my grandfather would have done with them. He probably ate them. I didn't eat them. I wasn't into clams as a child.
Yeah.
I mean, he's from PEI, so I
Yeah,
feel like
no, I'm teasing.
he's mostly like they're all barnacles.
No,
and I say this with love.
I'm not gonna. I have no comment. I'm totally teasing you, and I think that's very whimsical to send a kid out clam digging and
in my galoshes.
Yeah, in your galoshes.
So going out east, going to Prince Edward County with friends for 3 nights. We're going to a little area of Ontario called Tiny Beach. On
that's
Georgian
near
Bay.
that's near my cottage.
Oh, is it? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah.
Maybe we need to plan.
Oh,
yeah,
we should.
Because I'm on Georgian Bay.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. So going there for a few nights also with some friends. And then I don't know how this happened, but it is Kyle and I's 10-year anniversary in September.
Whoa.
Somehow we've been married for 10 years. And we are going to upstate New York. We're going to go to Hudson Valley, and we're staying at a really beautiful place there called Ines. It's a resort, and we're going to drive and have a road trip, which we both really enjoy. And I love that. I love that topography. It kind of reminds me of the eastern townships of Quebec, and they have great restaurants and great wine, and just it's wonderful. So we're going to go there and unplug for a bit. So that's the plan. I was going to try to go to Europe, but like I can't wrap my head around parenting in Europe. I don't know why.
Yeah, don't
That's
do
fair.
it when you feel comfortable
and when
you
can
feel
remember
confident.
It.
Yeah.
It's just like you will know. I think to go against your instincts is always such a bad idea. Like, oh, we knew we shouldn't have gone. We didn't feel good about going, but we went anyway. And I got in the elevator with the 3 guys with the briefcase, and I knew I shouldn't have done it.
Now I'm in the trunk of a car.
It's
leaving
called
this voice note.
What an analogy, guys! Like
it's called intuition. No, I mean it. Women in particular override that all the time. Oh, I'm being silly. Oh, I'm being this. No. Don't get in the elevator. Don't walk down the street. Don't go. If you're walking towards your car and you fucking feel weird about it, walk back to where you're going and get someone to walk with you. Stop overriding your intuition.
I agree.
That's the Jann Arden podcast. Thank you for listening. And it's our summer edition, which is lighthearted and filled with whimsy.
You guys have, if we had a count on how many times between the two of you you've said whimsical in the last 2 episodes, like someone would be drunk.
No, whimsy. Whimsy is my word. Whimsy is whimsical is my word. It's my mission statement. It's what I'm dragging forward with me in my life. So if I'm saying it a lot, I am all over whimsical, like a butt on a bike seat.
That's my plan for the summer: bike riding everywhere, all the time.
I like that.
Yeah. No, oh, sorry.
How do you eat differently in the summertime? I know how I eat differently, but I want to hear from you guys.
It's just like ice cream incorporated into every meal, really.
No, come on.
Yeah. When I go on my bike rides, I literally am looking for the ice cream truck. I don't want to go to a shop. I want the ice cream truck ice cream. I know that might upset you at some points, but I just find like some nostalgia in that ice cream truck.
But
and
how does your eating different? You've got to have nutrition in your life.
Okay, salads. I really like salads in the summer. In the winter, I'm not a salad person. I would rather do like my cooking in the oven and all of that. In the summer, I'm like a fresh salad with fruit and my protein. And,
I hate fruit in a salad.
Really?
Nope. I don't want a strawberry in a fucking salad. I don't want a
apple?
blueberry
Granny
in a salad.
Smith?
I don't even want a cranberry in a salad. Nope.
Oh my.
Everyone has weird things sometimes with textures, and sometimes those are fruits.
Sometimes people don't want sweet and savory together. I like really love it.
Me too. Oh, God,
but I have to say I'm with Jann on blueberries. I don't need a strawberry. I don't need a berry in a salad. I tend to stick to the stone fruit or an apple.
Nuts, hemp hearts.
I love all that
sesame seeds, crunchy walnuts. I've been eating walnuts like a maniac lately because apparently they are the best nut you can eat. They are the king of the nut world. There's something to do with a walnut. You're supposed to eat them.
Okay. Did this come with like a nutritional recommendation, or do I need to look up?
I saw it on Instagram.
Walnuts, health benefits. Okay, we ready for it?
I get it.
Walnuts are a great source of alpha-linolenic acid
and selenium, I bet,
and omega-3 fatty acids, important for reducing inflammation. In fact, it is the only nut significantly high in these omega-3 fatty acids, so the anti-inflammatory compounds may reduce the risk of heart disease. Well, you learned it here.
Thank you. Thank you, walnuts. But summer, I am all over lettuce wraps and making all kinds of
that.
mixtures for lettuce wraps. Sometimes I'll do like a lentil, like an oriental lentil with sesame seeds and green onion and bamboo
Water
shoots, and
chestnut.
water chestnuts are the bomb.
They're good.
Water
So
chestnuts.
I do a lot of stuff with lettuce.
There's a tofu company, and I forget the name of it. Dang it. But they do a pre-marinated, like a miso, like a spicy miso tofu, and you can kind of like jam it. Yeah. And then you add a bunch of mushrooms and water chestnuts and green onions, and it makes a mean lettuce wrap, Jan. You would really enjoy it.
Challenge, actually.
What?
How about for the show notes?
Yeah.
A
Recipe?
a recipe, for a
Consider
summer
it done.
recipe from all three of us. Jen, I kind of want the popsicle recipe that you mentioned last episode.
Oh,
Would be great.
easy. I'll do the popsicle recipe.
And yeah, so any
easy.
summer, we'll put it on the website, but link it in our show notes.
Okay, great.
And then the other part of this challenge, which I feel like you guys are down for, our summer playlist. I mean, you started singing at the top of this episode one of your favorite songs that ended up on last year's Jann Arden Summer Jams playlist, but it's time for 2024's playlist.
There's so many good songs. Oh my gosh, there's so many great songs.
Open it up to listeners, okay? We're still going to create the playlist with you. So if you send in a voice note with your
it has to be a voice note, damn it.
Yeah, you need to explain a little bit of it.
Why is it a great summer song? What memory does it evoke for you?
Okay, so it's not just like songs we're listening to right now this summer, or
it can be though.
all?
I think it can be all, because I know you have some songs on your playlist that you're like, oh, I'm really into this right now, but I love this one from the 90s. Like, whatever you want.
I feel like Bob Seger to me is synonymous with drinking on a dock, so I love that. But also right now I'm really listening to a lot of dance music, so it's going to be a bit jarring on my end, but that's fine. That's sort of who I am.
No, that's totally fine. I feel like I go for like big extreme swings for sure. How about you, Jan? What are you listening to right now?
What am I listening to right now? I'm listening to Agnes Obel, just the way it sounds, Obel. I love her so much. I wouldn't say she's summer, but I listen to her constantly. Doing a lot of Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa? Am I saying Dua Lipa?
So sorry.
Sorry.
Marilyn called her Dewey Loopy just as a joke on the air, and so it was really close to that.
Dua
Lipa.
Dua Lipa. What did I say? Lupa? Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa. Kind of close.
Well,
Dua
you know,
Lipa.
but we knew who I was talking about.
Yes, we did. Immediately.
I always pull out the Grease soundtrack during the summer. I can't help myself. I just, even 42 years later, it's still so great.
I have it on vinyl. I'm obsessed.
Really?
Yeah, yes.
It's really cool.
Okay. That's a weird thing you might not have known about me.
Well,
I like me a little Casey Musgraves in the summertime.
Yes. Caitlin and I are obsessed with Casey Musgraves. We have tickets to the show in Toronto.
Yes, we do. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
When's she coming?
It's going in my notes now, along with Sarah McLachlan and Neil Young.
She doesn't even know what she's got tickets to.
I know. I'm remember, we're going to this.
I don't know. I'm sure I've missed some concerts, guaranteed.
There's so much music in Toronto. So much music. Chris and I are going to see Pink in August in Edmonton.
Oh, that'll be so fun.
At the Coliseum. So he's in charge of tickets. He's on his way. Today he leaves. He's going to London today. He's going with his friend, and he needs a break. He's been working his butt off with me on the Rick Mercer tour.
I saw he did his nails last night, so he's
he's ready. But they're going to be a few days in London, and then you know how you enter those lotteries for the Taylor Swift tickets?
Yeah. Did he win?
Well, he got some for Lyon, France. Like he entered 10 places. He's
Love that.
I don't give a crap. I will get my ass there somehow. Well, he got Lyon.
Wow.
And so he's going there with his friend, and he's always got his outfit picked out. It's so great. He's got this really cool outfit. He's got like really high shoes. He's going to be like 6'6".
The poor girls behind him are just going to be like, oh.
But he's off to go see that. I'm not sure where the concert is, but
hey, what about summer performance venues? Like, I do love Budweiser Stage because it's on the water, but you've been everywhere.
I love a vineyard. I love a vineyard. Jackson Triggs has an outdoor vineyard. Red Rocks is unbelievable in the States.
God. Yeah. It blew my mind last summer.
I've never gone. I really want to go. I wanted to see Rufus Du Sol play there, and I missed out.
So one in Alberta is a very little known thing. They're known for doing the Passion of Christ every year. It's a huge religious play that encompasses it is literally reenacting Jesus taking the crucifix up onto this hill. It's a massive outdoor venue. It's
like they hammer a man up and he's like, oh.
I don't know. It's in the Badlands. I think you're being a little dramatic right now. I don't think anyone gets hammered, but it's a reenactment of the Passion of Christ.
Okay.
Anyway, it's an outdoor music venue. I've played there once, and it is unbelievable. You're in the Badlands. You're basically in a mini Grand Canyon in Drumheller.
Cool. Very cool.
And it's
that's where you always take people for the day, isn't it? When you're planning a road trip? I always take
people to Drumheller. It's one of the best dinosaur paleontology things in the world.
I love she's just like, I'm done with this. I'm not.
I'm just done. I don't need it. You know the word I mean.
Paleontology.
There we go. Dua Lipa.
So it's
paleontological.
Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa dinosaurs.
Dua Lipa also, I want to point out, has an actual publication like that she puts out. I think it's like a monthly publication, sort of akin to a zine, but not regular.
Online.
Online. I don't know if hard copies are available. They should be, but she really specializes in travel because she said that she plans every part of her travel around dining and culture. She loves to travel so much. And I would highly recommend following along. And if you were going somewhere and
traveling with money and traveling with no money are two very different things.
I feel like she tries to make it accessible for like fans and stuff though. Like it's not it's not for like, private jet people like her.
Where can I go on points?
yeah, exactly. But I think she was on a recent podcast that I listened to talking about how much she loves to travel in the summer and where her like favorite hidden gem is. And she said Southern Albania.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Alberta. I was like, what?
Albania is supposed to be really great.
Yeah. I was like, okay, thanks.
Like there's a whole bunch of Latvia, Lithuania, like there's all that kind of the upper Mediterranean stuff that is very it's not really on the tip of everybody's tongue, but traveling through there, my friend went on a bike trip, Sarah, to Slovenia last year. She said it was the most beautiful place she has ever set foot on in the world. She goes, it was like Italy 2.0.
I bet. Oh my
God. Is this someone that plays in your golf tournament that I can ask a million questions to?
My friend Teresa, who's going to be with me in Edinburgh, in Scotland. Okay. We're going together. So she went with me and my other two friends to Iceland last year. No, she doesn't golf.
Okay, so I haven't met her.
Teresa's not very athletic, although she is. She's more athletic than me. She can cycle for like 100 miles a day and walk the frickin' Cabot Trail in 3 hours. That's what she does.
I want to do that. That's on my list too. I really want to walk the Cabot Trail.
She has done the Cabot Trail in Nova Scotia. Like
she could do. Breton, it's beautiful.
She could do like 300 miles of that. I couldn't.
Wow.
So Teresa's quite athletic, actually, in summation.
She's very beautiful and she's very slim. She always has been.
Oh.
My sister is going to the East Coast to celebrate her anniversary of her wedding. And
is that coming up already?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This week is the 1-year anniversary. Blessed to be in a new phase of life. Anyway, when they go out east, like they were talking about all the things that they're going to do and they decide on Newfoundland, and I was like, oh, you're going to get screeched in, and she's like, no, I am not. I'm like, you walk into any bar there, you will be screeched in. Just wait.
She doesn't want to be screeched in?
This is what I'm saying. It's a part of the experience.
You have to go.
You have to.
You can't be a stick in the mud about it.
You're going to have to kiss a fish. Enjoy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love that.
Have you both been screeched in?
I've been screeched in, and it was when I was still drinking back in the day, and it was 100 proof rum.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like
but I didn't kiss a fish because the cod embargo was still on. You couldn't there was no cod anywhere.
Lucky you.
So I kissed
there was a trade embargo.
I kissed it. No, it was the cod. You couldn't fish cod. They had stopped fishing it. It was endangered.
Yeah. No,
cod fishing was done.
What a moment in time.
I know. I'm much older than you. And then I kissed a wooden something or other. It could have been a dildo. I don't know. It looked like a wooden phallic something of some kind. I don't remember much
dildo.
of the...
Better for the environment, but probably not where you want splinters. Just saying.
Oh, you're listening to the Jann Arden podcast. Welcome. Listen, another thing I'm going to be doing this summer is I'm going to just be wearing my Wonder Bra on my deck. I'm just going to be out there in my Wonder Bra underpants and bra.
Get the girls
and I'm
out?
going to have support I'm gonna have like a no pokey underwire thing where there's no wires poking me, because Wonder Bra does a freaking great job of this. So there's nothing poking under your armpit. Yeah, I'm gonna be out there. I might use it as a bathing suit. I might just go to hell with it. This fits me better than anything else. I'm gonna be in my Wonder Bra and I'll be on the deck and I'm gonna be waving at people as they go by. It's a Wonder Bra. Yes.
As you can tell, we have a new sponsor.
We have a
with
new
the
sponsor.
with the Jann Arden podcast. Thanks, Wonder Bra.
Thank you, Wonder Bra.
Your
And you know
sweat will
what?
be
What?
wicked, and
Yes.
your boobs will be lifted, and that's what we want in life.
And what a fantastic price point. If you have been out bra shopping lately,
Mhm.
it can sink you. You won't be able to have your summer margaritas because you're just spent $120 on a bra. And I'm not saying that's a terrible thing. Wonder Bra has so many great price points. You will find something fantastic in your price range that is the style that you want. If you like lacy, I like a flat surface. I like a smooth t-shirty type bra. I want lots of support.
Yeah.
I don't like an underwire, but they have this bra. I wish I knew the model number. There's a whole bunch of different ones, but it's kind of sunk in the seam, this really soft under seam. It's not, you don't even feel it. It's just fantastic.
We'll post a photo of you in the bra in the show notes.
No problem. And I am
little things Jan did not know she signed up for.
Well, I'm a bigger busted person. I'm a busty person.
This is a debate that happened live on the air when I was at Chum between myself and future guests on the podcast, Meredith Shaw. And we both made this realization. When you guys put your bra on, how do you put it on? Do you fasten it? Do you reach behind and fasten it back?
I can't do the behind.
So you do it at the front and then shimmy the bra around?
Yep.
Okay, Meredith does that too. And neither of us knew at the time that the other was even an option. So we're talking on the air and she's talking about putting her bra on and I'm talking about putting my bra on. And I'm like, wait, why are you putting it on at the front? And then she's like, why are you putting it on at the back? And I was like, what has happened? And I didn't realize that anyone put it on at the front and she didn't realize that anyone put it on at the back. And then we had a poll and it was an even split of our listeners who texted in shimmying it around.
My
or just
arms are too
behind.
short. I can't reach behind like that.
Honey.
No, I can't do it.
Sarah became a mom in this moment.
But and then you have to lean over. Once you do have your boobs in the cups, lean over, grab your boob, pull it forward, get it in the cup, especially if you've got bigger boobs. If you've got the D, the double Ds, and you know what size, don't even worry what your effing size is. And if you were double D on something, you might be a triple D, or here's a whole mind-blowing thing, you might be a G.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about that.
There's no.
But some women will do a smaller bra just because of the number. No, I'm getting into that 34C. I don't give a shit. They should be a 36 double D. And so they're so uncomfortable.
Is there an E?
There's an E, F, G. There's a double G. There's an H.
So they don't skip letters. Okay, fine.
No, there's big. Yeah. There's some women out there that, and you just want it to be comfortable. So now that I'm saying what my size is, I don't care what the size is as long as it's comfortable. But like I said, I'm going to be out in my Wonder Bra. I'm going to be on my deck. They have such beautiful bras, so many different color choices that literally people would think it was a bathing suit. So if I wanted to do my Wonder Bra with a pair of sports shorts out on a summer holiday, by Jesus, I'm going to do it.
Do they do thongs, like a sport cut thong? I like those. I like the French cut where it goes up high.
They have panties.
They got everything.
No, we're not saying that word. Just
they've got a what?
I don't like the word panties.
What? We've uncovered something here.
Underpants.
Does anyone like it? Who likes the word? Thank you, underpants. Very good.
Underpants.
Have you ever had someone say pull up your big girl panties? I just want to crawl under a rock and die when someone says that. I see that on the internet all the time.
I'm never saying that to you.
Don't you dare.
Things I did not think would come up in our summer conversation, guys.
Sorry, we started talking about bras and got sidetracked.
But I'll tell you what, I went, I'm just Wonder Bra. Welcome to the Jann Arden podcast family. We are super thrilled to have you on. It's all about women. It's all about feeling comfortable no matter what size you are, tall, short. I don't care. There's something for everybody. And I mean that. And once again, the price point, you will find something that suits your pocketbook, something that's comfortable, long lasting. And I've got a Wonder Bra on right now. God strike me dead.
We're on YouTube, so no.
Jan, keep it on, please.
I will.
Please.
I haven't lined up that legal yet.
But-
Happens if.
But did we finish the food conversation? Like, do you guys do those swaps? We're going to put some recipes on the show notes for sure
Yes.
this episode.
Broad.
But so barbecuing, are you guys big barbecuers? I want
Yes.
to talk about. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
I
Not
love veggies. I love a grilled corn. I love squash. I
Zucchini,
love all that stuff. Yeah.
Eggplant, peppers. I love doing stuffed peppers on the barbecue. I do also make some meat, which we won't talk about, but I like the barbecue for like, it's a great way to prep for the week where your like leftovers don't taste like shit. It's like good leftovers.
I like a grilled shrimp. I'm not mad
There
at a
you
grilled
go.
shrimp. Like
Okay,
a shrimp
there you
skewer
go.
I'm into.
Well, some people it's just barbecue, and a lot of people have the Traeger grills where they do smoking.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that you can smoke
Yes.
pies and you can smoke bread. Like smokers aren't what you think they
Pineapple.
are. You can do all kinds
Smoke
of stuff.
a pie?
Yes.
That
People
doesn't
do
the
all
pie
kinds of
taste
desserts.
smoky?
Listen, ask Traeger. They need to call us.
I don't know about a smoked pie, but okay.
Well, I'm telling you, Danielle, my friend Diva Q, Danielle,
That's
shout
her
out to you.
handle?
Well, she is brilliant. She's one of the best premier barbecuer experts in the world.
We're
she does
supposed
a
to
lot
look
of
her up?
she does a lot. Just look up Diva Q,
Okay.
and Danielle is her name. She is a wonderful, wonderful woman, and she
We will link this.
travels
so you don't have
all
to
over the
travel
world.
for
She
it.
travels all over the world teaching people barbecue. She has lots of cookbooks.
It's
She's
Diva
so kind.
BBQ. By the
Okay,
way.
well, BBQ,
There we
Diva
go.
BBQ. I thought it was Diva Q, so I apologize.
Diva Q's honestly a better handle. I think
I
she
know.
should change it.
Yeah.
Maybe
We
it was
found her.
taken.
Mom and world champion barbecue pitmaster.
Yeah.
Okay, that has to be one of the biggest. Like, I love that name so much. If someone claims that they're a pit master, does anything sound cooler? I think it's so cool.
Well, she does baking. She does a lot of stuff for Traeger. I'm telling you, she makes so many beautiful pies, squares, brownies, biscuits. I'm telling you, what
Smoked
she can do.
bolognese sauce.
Well,
She's got it all.
she's amazing. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about the baking and stuff, but I do a lot of grilling of vegetables out there. Lots of stuff. You can grill tofu. You can grill seitan.
Yeah.
You can. I love a veggie dog. I love my Beyond Meat hamburgers out there. Hamburger season. I love me a plant-based hamburger, man, and they have so many great ones now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like veggie dogs and veggie sausages taste really good on the grill.
Yes. Shout out to Stefano's in Toronto. Stefano's is a partner. It's hooked into Gia, where we ate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like drooling now.
That amazing
hungry
restaurant.
now.
So Stacy and her partner, who own this whole franchise, Stefano's is their sandwich department.
Mm-hmm.
I am so jealous of you guys. They have like a Filet-O-Fish that's tofu. I have never eaten anything so good in my life. They have, it's like a Big Mac, a smash burger with my mouth is watering right now in my bra. In my Wonder Bra. My mouth is watering in my Wonder Bra.
Oh my
I would say
God.
predominantly in the summer, I'm a salad girl. And so that's mostly what I eat. I'm trying to think if I have much else. No, it's mostly just salads. Like I have a lot.
I do a ton of fruit. Give me
I
fruit.
definitely have ice cream. Oh my gosh. I have
Rhubarb, crumbles.
the
stuff out of the
desserts
garden.
Summer. Just like a panna cotta sometimes. Just
Potato salad.
I do like potato salad.
I
too.
love a potato salad.
My eating changes dramatically in the summertime because I have a massive garden.
Also tacos. I love tacos. They're really
Tacos are good anytime.
Yeah, tacos
all year.
Yeah, summer food is so good because when it comes around, you're really done. I find with winter food, like when summer comes around, I'm so done with winter and so thrilled to be in summer clothing. I'm thrilled to be listening to summer music and eating summer food and sitting in a park. Like it's just, and like for me, my alcohol consumption completely changes. Red wine, who is she? I don't know her anymore. I don't have red wine the second that summer hits. I'm like a spritzer girl. I will have like a vodka soda. I love Cottage Springs, like the peach flavored Cottage Springs. So good. Yeah.
but also an ice cold beer at a baseball game.
Oh my God, of course. I
Same,
mean,
same
timeless.
here. Shout out to Corona, who has a 0%
Mhm.
alcohol. The Corona Sun, it has vitamin D in it. It is one of the best de-alcoholized beers I've ever drank in my life.
It
So,
You
has
pop a lime in
vitamins in
there.
it?
Yeah.
yeah, lime, Corona. No, no alcohol Corona. It is
Wow.
fantastic.
Got me through a period of not being able to drink due to pregnancy. I'll tell you that. Because you're at the cottage and you don't want to miss out, but you know.
Yeah.
Listen,
that's
before
fair.
we go, and thank you for listening, everybody. You can hit subscribe. We will show up in your inbox week after week. You won't have to go searching. You can give us 5 stars and you can give us a little rating. That helps people find us too. And you can write us a little review if you want to, or leave us a voice note. Jann Arden Pod is our handle on all the socials. You
Mhm.
can find us there any time. Reminder, get on board for the summertime playlist. We're going to call it the Jann Arden Pod summer playlist. How inventive is that? Hey?
Well,
I like
we
that.
could just use the name from last year, Jan Summer Jams.
Why don't you just shove it? Okay, no, that's good. That's a good one too. Okay, listen, as we leave,
Yeah.
Caitlin brought us this. According to a new survey, this is a fun way to go out of the show.
Survey
Okay.
says.
By Talker Research. And this is more about the Americans than us, but I think we are joined at the goddamn hip. And I think things that bug them bug us too. So these are the things that have annoyed Americans / Canadians just above them in recent months. Caitlin, go. Tell us what the hell they are.
I'm going to start at number 20 and we're going to work our way up to number 1. Okay.
Oh,
So coming in
Jesus.
at number 20, text language or abbreviations. We're done with them. We don't like them. People don't want to hear it. They don't like it. They want
Use
you to,
the full.
apparently. Movies being too dark. Amen, sister. Tell it to me. Yeah. Say it louder, Talker Research, because it drives me nuts. And movies are way too long. They're way,
Yes.
way too long.
Way too long.
That's why the Memorial Day weekend slumped, because nobody wants to go see a 3.5 hour long
Nope,
movie.
they
Anyways.
don't.
Parking, yeah, that's number 18. That annoys everyone. 17, tech billionaires. That should be higher, but 12% of people
They
very
can
annoyed
kiss
by
my ass.
them. And then 16, computer issues.
Always.
Yes, from tech billionaires to tech support. Everyone can agree we don't like them. 15, self-checkouts.
I hate self checkouts. I
Hate them.
freaking hate them so much. Go away.
Why are they are so loud? Like, as someone who works in audio, I'm like at the back of the store and I can hear the friggin' self-checkout talking.
I always need help. I always hit the help button.
You do? Don't you
Always.
sometimes just anti-socially want to buy tampons, or am I the only one where sometimes
I
I'm like,
am a postmenopausal woman. Good luck with that. It's going to be hell. Have fun.
It's better with condoms. Moving on.
Okay, alrighty. Moving right along to number 14. And this, you sick idiots, I completely disagree with. It's reality TV, and I won't have it.
We're not going to have you crush our Caitlin with this outrageous thing on your
No.
list. Okay.
By the way, Lisa Vanderpump is on Call Her Daddy this week.
Oh, like I haven't already listened.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Number 13, artificial intelligence. Okay, well, yeah, it's going to slowly take over the world and eat our souls. So I'm in agreement with that one.
Yep.
12, products locked behind plastic on the shelves. Yes.
Razor blades. Why is that behind a fucking locked cabinet?
Stolen by a lot of people.
And some probiotics.
I know. We just want nice gut health, Galen Weston. Don't lock this up for us. Okay, then number 11 is ticket prices. Amen.
Horrible.
Yes, absolutely.
They're in court with Ticketmaster. We'll have updates on that soon.
Biden is taking on hidden fees as a way to curb corporate greed, because they can't really do anything about government. Like, governments really can't do much about inflation effectively, as we all know. So anyways, I want to say, if you want to look into that, there's some stuff going on there in the US. Number 10, TV volume being too loud. When they don't mix things properly between the show you're watching and then the ads that come blaring through the screen, I can't deal with it.
Ads are always louder. I always have to hit mute. It's so stupid. It's been like that forever.
The dog leaves the room.
I was like,
okay,
what?
if you're just starting to listen, this is a survey by Talker Research, things that have annoyed Americans / Canadians in recent months. So we are on number 9.
We're in the top 10 now, everyone.
Okay.
Music you don't like. Hell yeah. When you don't like the music that's playing somewhere, nothing is more annoying to you.
My dad had never liked music in a restaurant from the time I was born. Can you turn that goddamn music down? That was my life.
I once went to a restaurant and they had someone who obviously had hooked their phone up to the aux playing into the entire restaurant, and they didn't pay for Spotify Premium. And so we were all sitting in a massive restaurant in downtown Toronto listening to Spotify ads. It's the most embarrassing moment of all time. Okay, number 8. On that note, tipping culture. tipping culture has run amok. And when you flip an iPad around and show me that I'm expected to pay, 20% on groceries or whatever I've just picked up from the market and got it myself off the shelf, you're not getting anything out of me.
Yeah.
Okay, number 7, social media trends.
Whatever they are.
I mean,
spinning your dog around while filming his asshole. I don't know. What is a social media trend?
We're not exactly trending. We're just here.
I follow the trends, but I'm not cracking an egg on my baby's head. I think that's unwell behavior. Number 6, customer service or lack thereof.
Yeah, I was going to say terrible. What customer service?
Yeah, and they're like, oh, longer than normal wait times. It said longer than normal wait times at most places for like 5 years. Maybe you need to hire more customer service representatives, just saying. Number 5, the weather. All right. I don't know.
Well, it's flooding everywhere. If I see one more dog fucking float down an overgrown river, I'm literally gonna sob myself into tomorrow.
I haven't seen that's not on my algorithm.
So
okay,
awful.
Well, that would bother me. Number 4, crowds.
Hate them.
Hate them. Can't stand a crowd. That's why I leave early from concerts.
I'm short, can't be in a crowd. If I can't do my bra up from the back, I certainly can't be in a crowd.
All right, number 3. Number 3, someone else's driving habits.
I try so hard to be friendly to people. I try so hard to let them in. I try and wave all the time.
You just have to go.
I'm out there trying, folks.
And I'm the Uber passenger. And so nothing will drive me more insane than someone who doesn't know the way around the city and then gets upset when I tell them about a route. Because I usually
Top two, number 2.
Top 2, politicians.
Fucking ding-dongs.
No one likes them. No one likes them.
I don't even know what they're thinking.
Red hat.
We need more women. We need more women in politics. And I will. The only person I'll take off is Danielle Smith. She should not be in politics. I'll take her off the list. She's a ding dong. Okay. But we do need more women.
What about Danielle Steele? She could do it.
Danielle Steele, I love. She's an author.
Yeah.
I used to think it was Daniel Steele. I thought it was a guy, but it's not. Yeah.
That was just a horny fella. Okay.
And number 1.
Number 1.
Drum roll.
What do you think it is?
Grocery prices. Of friggin' course it's grocery prices. Yeah. Of course.
Yes.
I bet you Galen Weston really regrets making himself the face of that business. Because no one knows who the head of Sobeys is.
How much money do you need? How much money do you need to make off asparagus? How much money do you need to make off peanut butter? How much money do you need to make off a package of spaghetti?
Yeah, and we're not buying
Guys, come on.
It's because of X, Y, or Z. Insert thing to blame
it's
here.
Awful.
No, my father used to work in packaged goods, and he said back in the 80s when inflation is skyrocketing, he said we at the packaged goods companies would push it as hard as we could to get away with price increases that we felt the public could stomach. So it is 1,000% corporate greed. I don't want to hear some song and dance about Russian oil prices. Shut up. That might account for a little bit of it, but the historic highs that we are seeing for grocery prices, no, absolutely not. And you're the number one thing annoying people right now, so you really want to reconsider that.
And in the spirit of summer, have a garden, grow some of your own shit.
Yeah.
Gardens are fun, and you know what? If you have a little balcony at your apartment, you would blow your mind how you can grow potatoes in an upright thing. It's really super easy. Yeah, go online. Carrots are super easy. All your herbs. You never have to pay fucking $18 for basil again. You don't.
No,
you can grow it in a second. You can grow it, and you can buy a little basil plant for $1.99. In 2 weeks, it'll be giant. You'll pinch off it all summer long. Anyway, that's all the time we have. Go.
Last but not least, have you heard of the new company that's coming in with odd-looking produce called Odd Bunch Canada?
No.
Okay, so it says fresh, odd-looking produce delivered to your door for less than the store. And they deliver the wonky looking fruit that people don't buy, and that
if I show up at your door, don't be surprised. If they deliver me, get ready. We'll have a great time.
Oh my God.
You just show up in a box. They should sponsor us, and that should be our first activation.
You wanted a weird looking fruit delivered? Here I am.
In my Wonder Bra.
That is content. That's amazing content integration, and I'm going to DM them. Anyways, Odd Bunch Canada.
Well, thank you for listening to the Jann Arden podcast. Caitlin Green, Sarah Burke. I'm so proud of these women. You have no idea. They're out there crushing it all the time. And we love doing this podcast. And
we love you for listening.
We just feel really grateful. We're getting, more reach all the time. Thanks to all of you guys who've been watching it on YouTube. I'm sorry that I always look so. I made it an effort today. I thought I'm
So did
We
shy.
all did. We all
I'm
did.
straightening. You guys look so cute and so adorable. Listen,
Thank you.
have lots of fun. We will talk to you next week. We'll be talking about summer all night long.
We got
and
Meredith
all
Shaw
day
next
long.
week.
Yes,
Mhm.
Meredith Shaw is going to be with us, and I can't wait to hear about her summer fashion tips and
Oh.
how she feels about cut off shorts. That the pockets are longer than the shorts.
Mhm.
Okay. We'll see you next time. Thanks for listening. Leave us a DM. Toodly-doo.